Good morning, all. Okay, welcome everyone to another new week. This morning we'll continue on our book reading, The Toyota Way to Service Excellence by Jeffrey K. Leica and Karen Ross. We're in chapter 2, it says the Toyota Way continues to evolve. Last week we looked at the Toyota Way in sales and marketing, and we also looked at the 5P models of sales and marketing, which are purpose, principle, people, and problem solving. So all these things are the 5 models of sales and marketing in the Toyota company, or in Toyota as a company. And I went further to explain these 5 P's last week, which is 1, purpose, self connecting to fundamental idea of Toyota, and the second one says principle, connecting to the vision and mission. The third one says people, connecting to and respecting our most important assets, which are the customers. And the fourth one said process, connecting to recommend strategy for satisfying customers. So all strategies in Toyota are focused on satisfying customer, whether internal customer or external customers. Today on page 45, still in chapter 2, we'll be looking at Leica's Toyota Way 4P model adapted for service organization. Leica's Toyota Way 4P model adapted for service organization. In the book, The Toyota Way, after studying Toyota for 20 years and carefully studying the Toyota Way 2001, I developed my own model of underlining thinking. Karen drew it as a house shown in figure 2.10. The 4 P's are philosophy, process, people, and problem solving. Philosophy. What is the purpose of our organization? In excellent companies, this always goes beyond enriching owners of the businesses. Customers do not pay to enrich owners. What will the organization contribute to customers better than anyone else? What are the organization's core values? What is important to the organization as a mini society? Number 2, process. The ideal process from the customer's point of view is always one piece flow. The customer orders exactly what he wants or needs, and it comes immediately as it is needed in the amount it is needed. Customers pay for value added, not for extra activities that involve people or things. Waiting or work being done over because of defects or extraneous material information being generated. Internally, one piece flow means continuous value added work from step to step. There are some guidelines on the best ways to accomplish this, such as working in a leveled way without huge peaks or valley in the workload. Technology can be important to the process, but it is not the process. The process needs to be carefully designed and then improved as conditions change and as we learn more. Number 3, people. Every mission statement I have ever read talks about how important people in the organizations are, but the organization really treats people as the most valued resources. In most companies, people are empowered by giving them training and resources and getting out of their way. In the Toyota Way, that is considered downright disrespectful. People need to be simultaneously challenged to stretch to new levels of performance and coached so they can learn and be successful. The essence of OJD, that is on-job development, at Toyota is actively developing people, not leaving them on their own. That shows how important people are in the organization and how much they are respected. Number 4, problem solving. This is a term you hear constantly within Toyota, but our usual image of what it means to solve a problem is shell of intended meaning. We often think of problem solving as reactive. The dam is leaking, so plunge the hole. As we saw with TBP, the team member in Toyota needs to start by asking, what is the purpose of the dam? Answer, a regulated flow of water. What would be the ideal state? Answer, water flows without interruption, only at the volume and speed we need. How can I get closer to this idea? And so it continues. Problem solving then becomes aspirational rather than reactive and leads to innovation rather than quick fixes. Problem solving becomes a process of learning which, when shared appropriately, builds a learning organization. Many have found the 4P model valuable in thinking through how to structure lean transformation. My proudest moment was in the meeting with Eiji Toyoda, the family Soshin, who grew the company from a small Japanese auto maker for the home market to a global powerhouse. On his desk, he had copies of the Toyota Way in both English and Japanese. He said, "You structured our thinking so well, and I explained it better then than we have, and I've told all of our executives to read this book because we are not as good as what you describe." We still have a long way to go to live up to your explanation. I was glowing for months after that meeting. Nonetheless, in the spirit of continuous improvement, we took a look at this decade-old model, and after thinking about how it applies to services, we improved upon it. The original model derived from manufacturing was a bit overweight on processes and underweight in the other areas. So here we'll stop here for our reading this morning, talking about the 4P model adapted for service organization. That is philosophy, process, people, and problem solving. Purpose, you have to know the purpose of your organization. What does your organization stands for? What does your company stands for? Is the business done just to enrich owners, or you're doing it just to satisfy some specific people in the society who needs a particular product or service? Then the second one said processes. He said the ideal process for the customer's point of view is always one piece flow. The customer orders exactly what he wants or needs, and it comes immediately as it is needed. So from the customer's point of view, they expect things to be done excellently and to go in a good way. No hitches, no distraction, and the rest. That is what it means by one piece flow. Then the third one says people. So every mission statement he said he has read about talked about people, how important people are in the organization, both internally and externally. How you respect people, how you wish to develop people in your community or in your organization, in your society. So for a company or an organization who is, customer obsessed or people oriented, what you do is that you go out of your way to make sure that people are, people you work with or people that work for you or your customers that come in are actually satisfied. That is beyond expectation. Then problem solving. So problem solving shouldn't just be a way of fixing things. It should also be a way of learning. Not just say we want to fix this thing or let's just fix it and let it be that you're learning from whatever problem that you're solving or for whatever thing that you are fixing. He used a dam as an example. First of all, identify the purpose of that dam. The dam is leaking. What's the purpose of it? How are you going to solve it? What's how do you want it to work for people? That is problem solving. So it states here that problem solving should be aspirational rather than reactive. If it's aspirational, it will lead to innovation. If it's if it's aspirational, it will lead to innovation rather than quick fix it. It will also lead to continuous learning and improvement in an organization. So that is just a brief summary of where we've read this morning. Thank you.